What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to the new and improved MBB333 live stream. I think I finally got the little problem areas that I had with my live stream worked out, so I think it should be a much more pleasant experience. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to talk about this is just going to be more like a hangout. I don't know who turned on the printer. And we're going to talk about this summer. What's going down this summer? Hopefully nothing too big. Hello. What's up? Can you guys hear me good? Can you hear me good? Wyoming. What's up, boo-boo? All right, good deal. So this experience should be a whole lot better. I was actually trying to do live streams with very little bandwidth, to be honest with you, and I was unaware of that at the time. But we got those issues solved today, so it should be smooth. If it looks like it's not going to be for some reason, which I don't anticipate that, we'll just simply abort. But I think we're going to be good today. Earthquake in Central America. Did you guys see that? 5.8er today. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone. I got my phone down here. Thanks for all the messages, guys, or emails and stuff. I really appreciate them. I try to look at them as soon as I can. Just got an interesting email about the Montecito mudslides. I haven't read it yet. It was kind of a lengthy email, but thank you, Joe, for sharing that with me. No, hopefully no abort, Mr. Wingate. What's up, Doug? Dwayne? How's everybody doing? BHO Promotions. Planet X. Our friends at Planet X News. They're very kind. I need to get with our friends at Planet X News. Hi, Metallic Girl, Becky, Christopher, Angelica, Texas Skies. What's up, Christy? You guys know what's going down this summer, right? Today was the 5.8 in the direct parallel of Belize, where the water disappeared. And it triangulates with the large earthquake in the Caribbean Sea, the 7.6, the 7.8. What's up, Candace? Zizizi, Emily. What's up, Ray? My mind over your matter. Free will. What's up? What's up, Doug? Susie Q. Mr. Boo Boo. Hey, Allison. I'm going to try to take some questions today. Not that I'm an expert on anything, but I am going to try to take a few questions if you guys have any. What's up, Kenneth? Melissa? Blue Arrow? What's up, Amanda? The Bovine Avenger. Hey, John, Sarah. Hey, Matthew. What's up, Steve Tio? Christy? Mr. Brett Lover. Ruben, Emily. Art in Music. Noah's dad. What's up, Noah? You guys see or heard about the 5.8 quake today? It triangulates perfectly with Belize and the 7.6 quake in the Caribbean Sea less than a week ago. And it is in our watch area. We're watching that entire area for water anomalies and obviously earthquakes, but water anomalies especially. What's up, Steven? Hey, Linda. What's up, Tal? Nicole, Rhonda? Ryan, John, living the dream. Dale Dufay. What's up, Dale? Dale from Michigan. What's up, Chris? Got some other things to talk about, too. 4 inches of rain. No, 4 months of rain in 24 hours in Western Australia. Not a big surprise in today's world. 4 inches. Although where the rain hit, I must admit it was kind of dry. I looked at it before the storm landed. It was Tropical Storm Joyce. You guys all heard of that. What's up, Anton? Salt and Light. That storm went in the western, actually west-northwest Australia, the 15th, and most of it was remotely dry desert. So I don't think they get a whole lot of rain there anyway. But nevertheless, they got 4 months worth of rain in a 24-hour period. So that's right in stride with the numerical values of 2017 with our overachieving hurricanes and superstorms. What's up, Eric? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Tips are appreciated. Thank you very much. That was very kind, Eric. What's up, Ryan? Spawn, Andrea, Marvin. Last call. You know, I haven't heard last call in 20 years. What's up, Jason Mooney? Susie travels light RTR. That's up in, Quartzsite AZ. Been there. Dale Dufay, the summer down under. Yeah, it's been hot. They've been getting a lot of rain. Well, they've had that one storm. Plus, they've had a few other storms. But this last one, they say it did drop 4 months of rain in 24 hours. So, kind of interesting. Tropical Storm Joyce. There's another storm brewing in the North Atlantic. I don't have any visuals to share with you on that. It just came to my mind, but there is it's not really a storm either. It is a insanely large field of high winds that are headed across the North Atlantic, west to east, actually a little northwest to southeast, directly into Ireland, London, UK, Scotland. Again, they're seeing another big storm. What's up, Jason? What's up, Emily? Yeah, something's definitely influencing the North Sea, the North Atlantic Sea. They've seen a lot of high waves, high winds, big name storms. This is not a named storm. It's actually, from what I've seen, it's not even a official, I don't know, like a low pressure. It's just a big wind field. It's creating huge waves. I've measured, actually haven't measured personally, but I've seen 52-foot waves when this thing first started yesterday. And it's moving across the North Atlantic. So big heads up if you're in Ireland. You don't need me to tell you that, though. You guys know. What's up, Catherine? What's up, Sarah? Johnny? Theodore Pappas? JT Pirate? Nancy Finn? Welcome to the show. It's not really a show. We're just going to sit and talk about some few things. And I'm going to enlighten you on what I've seen for this summer, what we will see, and how things may unfold this summer. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. What's up, Becca? Jason S., Jamie Ian from Louisiana, Cougar 232, John Horton, Chris B., Travis Scroggins. What's up, Travis? Rosemary, Catherine, Michael Sean, Peaceful Patriot. 50-foot waves could definitely capsize boats, David. And they'll send big ships side to side. In fact, if you look, maybe I'll show it in a video. In fact, I will. The North Sea is not fit for navigating, I doubt right now. Probably 1,000-mile swath of it. Can't take ships out on it. What's up, Joe? What's up, Geneva? There's no way. 1,000-mile stretch across the North Sea. 30 to 50-foot significant wave heights. So it's just simply not safe. Too big of waves. What's up, Tammy? Cloud Walker? Chris Kyhart, Kyla, Teresa, Zin, excuse me on this one, Zin, OPEC, Shermanator Osborne. Where you been, Shermanator? What's up, Scott? Blue Arrow? Seeing if I had anything else. The Earthquakers. Ah, there it is. I'll share that here in just a few minutes. What's coming up this summer. You guys may or may not be surprised. I know it won't surprise some of you, but some of you might. What's up, Chris? What's up, Marvin? Candace Cochran. D-Mist. Cloud Walker. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the stream strength. I think all of those buffering issues and stuff that I had, I got those taken care of today. So far, so good. Hopefully, we won't have to abort right now. The numbers I'm looking at are solid, so hopefully they'll stay that way. What's up, Lone Star Dregs? Marcel, Three Duck, D-Mist, and Antoinette Scott. Hope I got that right. One of me 92. In search of knowledge. Yes, we're always in search of knowledge here. Just writing something down before I forget. Sorry, okay, 7/21 to August. Okay. Hey, Paula. Sue H. Hello from Ireland. Sue, talk to us. Is it starting to get windy in Ireland? What are the meteorologists saying over in Ireland? I honestly have not looked at the Ireland news. I looked at the satellites and the North Atlantic, and it's coming straight towards Ireland. Starting, looked like tonight through tomorrow, and into early Thursday, I think. And then going on into Northern Europe, Scotland, UK. It's a big wind field, 1,000 miles wide. What's up, Timothy? What's up, Scott? HAVOC Clash Havoc. Nifty Utilities. Amy, David. Carolina. Umana. What's up, Brian? Jeremy, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. PJ Wizard, Social Rest, Noah's Dad. BC is going to get the most snow of the planet in the next 5 days. You know what? I believe that. I definitely saw that thing coming. In fact, it's out there now. You're exactly right. What's up, Elwood? Maverick? Technical support. What's up, little buddy? Corliss McCormick, Clayton Morris. Jay Lee. Just taking notes. What's up, Shermanator? Word was First God's Word. David Rodriguez. Sheila Carr. Cash Guy 711. Sue H. Doug Spain. Thank you for stopping by. Volcano erupted. You guys are probably well aware of that. 15,000 people evacuated away as the Mayan volcano lava flows towards Melisi and Banga. Interesting times. Tropical cyclone near La Reunion. I think that's over by South Africa. 4 months of rain in just 24 hours near Perth. Another volcano. First earthquake swarm under Costa Rica volcano. Not a big surprise there. Definitely not surprised by that information. In fact, there's quite a few volcanoes. Floods and landslides. This whole thing and check this out. There could be in a few days another small system, nothing like that delivered the mudslides to Montecito near Santa Barbara last time, but there is another system headed towards south, northern Los Angeles in about a week. But that could change. It could turn into nothing. It could unfold as is and maybe be a 1 or 2 inch rain event. And then again, it could turn into a bigger event. But Joseph noticed that a couple of days ago and shared that with me via email. Thank you, Joseph, for that. There is another system forecasted. It was a 10-day forecast. So a lot of times, 10-day forecasts can change. So, but we'll keep an eye on it. But there is yet another system headed towards the Los Angeles area. They don't need any more right now. Rain is always good, but it's nice to have it in moderation. That's right. What's up, Adam, Teresa, Amy Kelly, Thomas, Servant of Christ, Teresa Scott, Stainless Steel, Barb Aranda, David Rodriguez, Becca May, The Music Well. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. This is just going to be a little hangout. If you guys have a question and I can see it, must be, what do you think about Q? What do I think about Q? I don't know what to think. I mean, guys, I've been watching how this news works for a long time, and I'm seeing some people that are very, very clever. Even with news that I grew up on, that I would have never dreamt would have. Hey, what's up? Thank you for that. Let me see there. Thank you, Pamsy Love. Appreciate that. Now, what do I think about Q? Yeah, I honestly, in my opinion, I don't think it's real. No. I think it's a distraction. I think there's other things at play. So there's some, like I said, very, I don't know, clever people. They get you looking over here when they're doing something over here. So they'll throw a news story out there that's interesting, or, get you to look over here for a while there's other things going on. So I don't know. I just personally think it's kind of a distraction, but I could be wrong. What do I know? What's up, Melinda? Cloud Walker, Craig Bennett, Yellowstone. Craig's a very smart guy. Tells me about Yellowstone all the time. And when he talks about Yellowstone, he's usually right. Where's our friend Galactic Hurricane? What's up, Banta Lee? Glitchmod, Pete Zahut. What's up, Pete? What's up, Jamie? Canadian Wolf. Hi, man. How you doing? Canadian Wolf Custom. Lexi Quake. Yellowstone is more active than dormant, it seems. Yes, it is. And you know what? One of these days, I'm going to get up to Yellowstone. I've never been there. I'm going to go see it. Go see it for myself. Go see Old Faithful. Can you imagine if Yellowstone ever did blow, though? Holy cow. Roughneck Religion. Angelica. Bonnie Blue 2A. Seapour 1972. What's up, Adam? Lexi Quake. Oh, you know what? It's Treese. Oh, hi, Treese from Alabama. What's happening? What's up, Chris? Hey, I had somebody send me an email today. I saw it come through the feed. Wasn't a big quake, but there was a 3.6 quake in Caruthersville today. And that's right above the New Madrid. And Caruthersville is, right now, at least at the Mississippi River, bone dry, according to the hydrographs. So if the hydrograph is correct, Caruthersville is empty of water in the Mississippi River. And they had a quake today, a 3.6, Rob. Sarah, Cryptic Patriot, a 3.6 in Caruthersville. What do you guys think about the public service snafu today over in Japan? How did that happen? You guys heard about that in Japan today? Now, supposedly they corrected the error in 5 minutes, unlike the Hawaii thing that lasted 38, but it happened again. So it sounds like to me there's something going on. Mary Greeley, yes, Mary is very up to speed with Yellowstone. She's followed Yellowstone and done an excellent job of reporting on Yellowstone and its activity for many years. She's very good. What's up, Shannon, Beck, and Nancy? Dale Dufay, smart man from Michigan. Kyla, Mr. Boo Boo. David Rodriguez, what do you think of the D-Wave computers? You know, those things, I studied the D-Wave computers about a year ago, and I didn't get real deep into them, but those things are very fascinating. Those are almost scary, to the point of scary. They're very interesting. That's all I can really say. I'm not as probably well versed as some people on the D-Wave computers. They've probably advanced significantly since I last studied them, but very interesting to say the least. Very. Holy cow. Yeah. D-Wave computer. What's up, Linda? Jason333. Quantum physics. Yeah, that's all that D-Wave. Yes, sir. Quantum physics. Can you imagine programming a D-Wave computer? Wow. That would be a big deal. Cold in Texas. You know, I was watching Texas, actually Houston, highway cameras this morning, and didn't see too many, even though there were several, but saw the ice covering the freeways in the Houston area all the way up through Louisiana, Mississippi. Saw multiple inches of snow. Thankfully, there wasn't multiple inches of ice. I've been in a multiple inch ice event, and power goes out rather quickly, especially if you have above ground power lines. The power lines get so heavy that they collapse of their own weight. Well, their own weight and the weight of the ice. I was in an ice storm of 1976, and we were without power, Josh, for 7 solid days. 7 solid days with no electricity. So I learned about life off of the grid at a very young age. Absolutely. Jamie, Sin Lee, Barb, Ice Cubes, what's up? Yep, was off the grid at an early age for a solid week. And it was an ice storm, so that's why I was watching that storm closely today that went through, I think it started around San Antonio, was that right? Up through Austin, Houston. I saw cars go off the road around the Houston area. But the storm I was in dropped nearly an inch, a solid inch of ice. I still remember seeing as a kid, I was just a little kid, the power lines got so heavy that they began to sag. Gravity started, had more to grab onto. So the power lines, it was breaking telephone poles. So yeah, we didn't have any power for a solid 7 days. Was in a hurricane that took out the electricity in Florida for a month in 2004. But the place I was at, the electricity service was underground. So the underground has its advantages when it comes to electricity. The above ground communities lost electricity for 2 weeks to a month because the power lines were swaying in the wind, and the trees went into the power lines. Some trees fell into poles. Some trees fell onto power lines, and it took out thousands. That was in the Orlando area in 2004. One of my best friends was without power for 2.5 weeks. What's up, Blue Arrow? Pineapple soda. What's happening? I've never had pineapple soda. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hurricanes this year, guys, and I have a feeling that they're going to start early. I think they're going to start early this year. Interesting things happening this summer. Very interesting things happening this summer. So just pay attention. That's all I can say. Just pay attention. You're good. Sorry, I got to take this here. You know what? I was talking to a guy today. I actually talked to him in person. Very knowledgeable man in the internet industry. That's where he works. And I asked him about net neutrality. Are you guys familiar with net neutrality? Anybody familiar with net neutrality? I talked to a man that works for the internet company, has for 15 years. And he said net neutrality he said that eliminating net neutrality, and this is a man that works for the internet company and has for 15 years. So he knows, the owners of internet companies, and they said it was a good thing. He said it was a good thing for us, for me and you, everybody. He said it was good. So I wasn't really sure because I would see lots of different reports online. I saw, what did I see? Petitions going around on different platforms that were against it, and I didn't know that much about it. I tried to inform myself, so I asked this guy, since he works in the internet industry and is around people that are high up in the internet industry, and he said eliminating net neutrality was a good thing for us. Not as much oversight, supposedly. So I don't know. I guess it's not a bad thing. I don't know. I'm not that well versed. Sin Lee, S. Ward, J.A. Tony Clark, Linda Du Bois, Scratch, Mr. Boo Boo. Yeah, the net neutrality thing, I guess, wasn't necessarily really good for us. Don't know. Net neutrality is good. Give it a year or two. Verizon cost started. Oh, okay. Well, that's true. I never thought about that. Hopefully not. The way this guy sounded, he didn't think that they would. But you never know. Never know. Grab a quick drink here, guys. Gloria Cresswell. Solar and Wind. God's Warrior Forever. Prophetic Seer. God's Vessels. Amy Kelly. What's up, Gloria? Blue Sunrise Before Dawn. Pamela Jean. What's up, Mullock? Moria, from Oz. Hey. What's up from down under? James Raines, J.A. Tony Clark, Becca May, Viral Vids. What's up, Viral Vids? Jay Lee, Weather Person. What's up? What's happening in Oklahoma, Roseanne? What's up, Scratch? I had the nickname Scratch for a while, and it's not in the literal sense. I made this is a true story. Teresa Scott, what's up? I was working on a job site with some friends. They were doing some work on a house or whatever. And the day before, I saw this commercial on TV, and it was a very effective commercial. However, I didn't necessarily buy their products, but it influenced me to go out and buy stuff to make some homemade chocolate chip cookies. So I did, and I made them from scratch. I took some of those cookies on the job site with me in my lunch the next day, and I took probably half a dozen. Well, they didn't believe that I made them from scratch, and I did. So I had to take them over to the house and prove to them, I had to show them my leftovers, that I did make them from scratch. But that was a long time ago, and what inspired me was a commercial. Some dude sitting there dipping a fresh out of the oven chocolate chip cookie in a glass of milk. I went straight to the store and bought everything to make cookies. So I did. Yes, I did. Tornado Alley. That's a tough one, Becca. Tornado Alley. Tornadoes could start in March or April. You know, I was up near Tornado Alley one year in 2009. There was a tornado in December. But do I think it's going to be a strong year? Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Yes. Yes, I do. What's up, Amy? The word was first God's words. Cloudwalker. What's up, Jay Wingate? But yeah, I think the potential's always there, especially this year. Especially this year. Bobby Morgan. Pamela Jean. Yeah, the potential's definitely there, of course. I think so. No news yet on the Caribbean plate. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for pictures to surface or get emailed. If you guys see any that I don't, maybe on any of the social platforms, somebody posting pictures of dry coastlines, share them with me at reports@mrmbb333.com, please. Again, that's reports@mrmbb333.com. But no, I don't know any new news about the Caribbean plate. Last I knew, the water had disappeared from the coast of Belize after the 7.6 earthquake, slowly returned, and I have looked a little bit following the earthquake today, the 5.8 that was in Central America, and it was exactly parallel with the coastal anomaly in Belize. There's where the 5.8 was today, and if you go due north, about 250 miles, you're right into Belize. So, what's up, Brandon? So this area right here is still very active, and I'm watching for water anomalies. Of course, I don't think we see probably 20% of the actual ones that do occur. I'm not sure of the name of the volcano. I'll have to look. Yellowstone, always watching Yellowstone. Absolutely. And Mary Greeley has kept us up to speed with Yellowstone for many years. But, yeah, Yellowstone, we always have to watch Yellowstone, absolutely. Melody Clark, J.A. Tony Clark. Cheers. Arjun Hassing. Anna Mothershed. You're Salty Dog. What's up, Salty Dog? Thanks for the email, Salty Dog. I appreciate all you guys' emails. I really do. I appreciate all your comments. I wish I could get to them all. A lot of smart people right here in that chat room right there. Trust me. You guys are geniuses. A lot of smart people in that chat room right there. All right, guys, where are we at here? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about this summer. This summer, something very, very unique is going to occur. It's going to occur towards the latter half of July. This arrangement, and you guys are probably already familiar with what I'm getting ready to talk about, but this arrangement is going to be in full effect for 3 solid weeks. And in fact, I had a friend of mine from New Jersey. I have 2 acquaintances from New Jersey, 2 friends. One of them is one of our Team UV members, Mr. JC. JC's another guy that well-traveled, very well-versed, and he asked me today. He said, Michael, he said, when was the last time that all of the planets shared the same side of the sun? And as you can see right here, beginning July, right around the 21st of this year, all of the planets, all of the known planets in our solar system, including Pluto, will be sharing the same side of the sun for 3 solid weeks. You talk about an energy imbalance. Depending on how you look at it, if you look at it from below or from above. But either way, one side of the sun is going to be completely absent of any planet for 3 straight weeks. That is crazy. And that is very, very rare. But it's going to happen this July, starting the 21st into August, first week of August. So viral vids, mark those dates on your calendar. And look for big things. That is a very, very rare moment in our little cosmic neighborhood to have all of the planets on the same side of the solar system or the same side of the sun, including Pluto, and a large portion of the little dwarf planets. Going to be very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. So that's why I'm saying that there's going to probably be an early hurricane season. Could the tornado season be influenced this year? Absolutely, it could. It may start early. We're already heading towards this arrangement right here. You know that, right? So, kind of a big deal, and it's really very rare. Salty Dog. What's up, Ethan? Oh, how can a cosmic event affect our consciousness? Frequencies. You're a biological antenna. We're all antennas. Frequencies. Everything is frequencies. Cosmic events generate frequencies that we all feel. You feel, I feel, we all feel. It can affect our mood. It can probably do things we've never even heard of. But absolutely, they can affect you 100%. Absolutely. Frequencies. Brain waves. Consciousness. But anyway, this is what we're looking at, guys. The planets in the third week of July through the first week of August, all sharing the same side of the sun. It's absolutely incredible. What's up, Bart? A non-dark night. Hey, Josh. Noah's dad. What's up, Preliminal? What was here? Let me try to get that, guys. I'm trying to get some of your questions if I can. Oh, the Schumann resonance. Yeah, I've noticed that. Hey, what's up, Rhea? Did Earth move from outer Sagittarius belt to Orion's belt? Well, let me put it to you this way. The Milky Way maps, the galactic maps that I see now, are different than what I've seen, say, back in 2008, 2009. Yes, they're different. We used to be in the outer arm of the Milky Way galaxy. That's what I remember. In fact, a friend of mine had a website that he had one of his feature photos on his website. The website's viewzone.com. Haven't been there for a while, but he's a good guy. And he had a picture of the Milky Way galaxy on his website, and I went to his website all the time. And he had the Milky Way galaxy. It was a famous photo. It was always on the web, and it says, "You are here." Remember that? Had a picture of the Milky Way from above, and a little bitty arrow pointing to the outer arm of the spiral Milky Way galaxy. Let me see, I may even have it here. That said, "You are here." And it was showing us, prospectively how small, right here. Yeah, we were down here, way down here. Now we're in here. We were always on the outer, by my recollection, but and a lot of other people too. So yeah, that's how I remember that. Holy cow. I see red. Eric Tuck. Wow. Thank you, Eric. You want to help Brandon B? He will get... You got it. You got it, my friend. That was very kind of you. Thank you, Eric. Brandon B it is. That was very kind of you, Eric. Thank you so much. Wow. And I will make sure that Brandon B gets that. Nice job. Okay, what's... There we go. Okay, good job, Eric. Thank you so much. I'm sitting here trying to look at some of the other questions. But yeah, I'm just being honest with you. The Milky Way galaxy... Have I ever mapped the Milky Way galaxy? No. I'm stuck on Earth just like the rest of you guys. But the images I remember of the Milky Way galaxy from years ago, 10 years ago, we were in the outer arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Not in Orion's spur. So that is truly very interesting. And there it is right there, the Milky Way galaxy. Thank you again, Eric. Much appreciated, my friend. Milky Way Weekly. Yeah, we're in Orion's spur now, according to the maps I've seen too, Dale. I remember when I first saw it, I'm like... I was questioning the map maker. I'm like, oh, they've got that wrong. But they all say that now. Nice job, Eric. Thumbs up, Eric. Good job, man. That was very nice. Phoebe Skywatcher. What does Brandon need money for? He's trying to do a computer upgrade. He's wanting to do more videos when it comes to live streaming and stuff like that. So he's still got kind of like a, I don't know, it's not a kid's computer, but it's a starter computer like we probably all had. So he's just wanting to upgrade, that's all. He's wanting to do videos like some of the guys that he looks up to on YouTube. Like there's this one kid from, I think he's from California. His name's FaZe Rug. Good kid, really good kid. Brandon looks up to him, and he tries to be like Phase Rug. And Phase Rug's got, a lot of cameras, a lot of equipment. But Brandon's just getting started. I think someday he's determined enough. He'll be his own version of Phase Rug. But like I tell him, I say, be Brandon. Be yourself. Yeah, Phase Rug, you've heard of them too, Salty Dog? Yeah, they're really cool people. They really are. And my son just adores that guy. And he is a good kid. I saw him out helping a homeless man the other day. I think it was before Christmas, and I have a lot of respect for that. That was very, very kind of him. He's a very kind young man. He's a good kid. Good kid. What's up, Bartman? Rhea from Canada, Milky Way Weekly. Nebraska, Kansas have to worry about earthquakes ever? Honestly, not really. I've never in all my years ever seen any significant quakes. That doesn't mean they can't happen. They could happen anywhere at any time. But that's just a less likely place. Would be Nebraska or Kansas. Those would be less likely. Could they happen? Of course. But it's very, very unlikely. But they could always happen, yes. So, you got to consider if Yellowstone ever really flexed, its muscles, you would probably see an earthquake or two in Nebraska, Kansas. Who knows? I think that's where all that nice, good soil came from in the old Corn Belt through the central U.S. Probably came from a large volcanic eruption from Yellowstone. What's up, Feather Locklear, weather person, Mr. Boo Boo, James Rains, Scratch T.M. Neves, Matrix 369, Anon Dark Knight, Satellite News, Josh Eastman, Emma A., Mercury Messenger. It's very cold here. I'm in Minnesota. No doubt. What's the temperature in Minnesota? Hi, Matrix. Pallet. J.A. Tony Clark. Thank you. What's the temperature in Minnesota? I'm going to say -8. What is it? 7:30? Oh, thank you, Viral Vids. Brandon's a good boy. Hello from Arizona, Funky Blue. Weather's been pretty decent out here in Arizona. Ron Richards. How A B? Barb Arnada, Cistern Christ. Pepe El Toro 24. Texas is getting cold. It was cold earlier this morning in Texas. Thank you, Be Watchful. I appreciate the kind words. Cheesesteak 22. Sandy Metcalf. What's up? Thank you, Mr. Space Cake. Appreciate the kind words. Barbara Clemens Moore. Hey, across town, Mississippi River, North Carolina, road conditions look like. The road conditions through there are slick, so be careful. Yes, the road conditions between Mississippi and North Carolina are slick in spots, some worse than others. What's up, Barb? Thank you, Alexandros. Appreciate that. It's very kind. Pamela Jean, hello. Do you think it's caused by the grand solar minimum? That's a good question. 29 in Mississippi. Feels like 19. I believe that. The sun is our energy source, so it has to influence it some way. Everything on the earth feels the sun. That's where men got the idea for solar panels, was from leaves that feel the sun and collect sunlight and harvest sunlight. Men got the bright idea to do the same thing. They should have done it a long time ago because there's enough energy that goes by the earth in 1 hour to supply our energy needs for 100 years. And if we knew how to harness that energy, we would be in really good shape. And we have to. We have no choice. We have to learn how to become one with the star instead of burning the furniture to heat the house. We have to stop doing that. Kathy Banks, here in Tennessee, we have warnings for -10 wind chill tonight. Are you serious? In Tennessee? I mean, I know it gets cold in there, but not -10. That's right, Lord. We've got to learn to manage that star power. And we've got to do it quick. You know, I should have done it from the beginning. I mean, you ever had the bright idea to drill into the earth and no, I just use the star power. We can make it work. Just got to think. Man, that's cold for Tennessee. -10 degree wind chill. Are you serious? Wow. Any more ice and snow for Houston or Austin, Texas tonight? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to quit, Linda. Marvin Lokers. Pamela Jean, I know. Wow for Tennessee. That is crazy. -10 wind chill in Tennessee. Oh, what's in that jug? Water. Nectar of the gods. I'm still on that. It's not really a diet. I just eat for my window 6 hours. So that's the only time I eat after my window closes, which my window closed for my 6-hour window today. Closed at 3 o'clock. So after that, it's just all water. And I'm trying to get back down to my fighting weight, if you will. Trying to get fit for the future. Get fit for the future. So yeah, after I eat. And the nice thing about this is you can eat whatever you want. Just pick a 6-hour consecutive block sometime in your day. Eat only in that window, and then after that 6-hour window closes, preferably before 6 p.m. at night, but you can go a little out after that. Then don't eat again until the next day. And you'll keep your weight in check. So it's just something that I'm doing right now. And I have a goal that I'm trying to achieve, and I am halfway there. What's up, Carol? And then once I get to my goal, instead of having a 6-hour window only to eat in, I'm going to increase my window to like 9 hours. So I'll open my window a little more. And the nice thing about it is you can eat whatever you like. Whatever you normally eat, that's fine. But if you're trying to lose a few pounds like I was, eat in a 6-hour consecutive window. And you'll see results. Guaranteed. And drink only water after your window closes, and obviously before your window opens. And I can drink coffee in the morning. I get up early, so I drink black coffee, so it's just like, and I don't make it real super strong, but I don't put any sugar or cream in it. So that helps me when I get up. If I'm a little hungry, I can drink a cup of coffee, and that kind of satisfies any hunger urges that I have. And I don't typically start eating breakfast until 8 a.m. and then I finish eating for the day at 2 p.m. and then I don't start eating again until the next day at 8 a.m. and it works. You manage your time, not what you eat. You don't have to worry about the calories per se. Manage your time. Miss Space Cake, Bantley 2002, Vince Palermo, sorry about that, bud. James Raines, Brian 73, Jason Hand, Sandy Metcalf, John 1997, Pool. Rhea Timmermans, water is energy. It sure is, and they say that, all the water on Earth is influenced. It all goes back to the sun. I'm in communications right now with a man that's made some very keen observations that are associated with water and the sun. They're incredible. I'm going to share them with you one of these days here soon when I make a good presentation out of it so that it's informative. But this guy, he's, wow, you talk about observant. crosshatch clouds, that are put there by the planes. I don't know why they do that. I will say I saw some down around the Houston area yesterday evening before the snow came. Saw many of those lines in the sky near Houston. Any thoughts on Maverick Star pole shift data? I like Maverick. Maverick's been around for a while. Good guy, absolutely. Yeah, pole shifts have happened. They're going to happen again. Absolutely. Is it now? I don't know. I don't know. He has a lot of information. Seems to have a lot of knowledge about pole shifts and stuff like that. It's something that he's studied. He's very well versed in that. So, yeah, it's going to happen again someday. When? I don't know. Are all the things that we're seeing now, are they a precursor to a pole shift? Like the unbelievable windstorm right now up in the North Atlantic? Could that be associated with pole shift energy? I suppose it could, but I've never been here during a pole shift. So I can't say conclusively, hey, yeah, that's exactly why. But to me, it makes sense that if you are in the middle of a pole shift or at the beginning of a pole shift, the energy around the poles would be constantly in a state of extreme flux. Like they've seen these superstorms up around Ireland. They got a hurricane around Ireland, for crying out loud, just a few months ago. Hurricane in Ireland? Say what? Would explain the missing water. That is the question of the day. There does seem to be a lot of water. If you look at that picture right now on the screen, that's a lake over in the far Middle East that was an 80-mile lake and has now shrunk considerably. You just saw it right there on the screen. Here's another picture coming up on the screen right now of the Mississippi River. This is at the Caruthersville location where there was a 3.6 earthquake today. Do you think the absence of that water weight could have influenced a possible earthquake today? Sure it could. Why wouldn't it? But where's the water going? I have my suspicions. One of them is there are vents, or a vent that has opened up in the surface of the earth underneath the oceans. It's almost like if you look at how the water disappears from these areas of the coast, it slowly disappears and slowly returns. And it's not always on windy days. So to me, it's like the earth is breathing in some of these areas. I mean, the earth is a living organism. That's just the way I look at it. So that's why I would apply that type of thinking to a situation like that. The water slowly disappears and slowly retreats. So, hey, Pamela Jean. Thank you, Pamela Jean. I used to be a disc jockey years ago. That was actually a really fun job, to be honest with you. But I was a disc jockey many years ago. But no, I think that the water could be retreating underground in a large hydrothermal vent somewhere. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Could be several. I don't know. But that's just one of a few theories that I have right now. That's the one I'm leaning on the most because it makes the most sense to me, because there are small hydrothermal vents that we know about. In fact, there's a pretty good sized hydrothermal vent off the coast of the Pacific Northwest between Canada and Washington, state of Washington, and it's known as Godzilla. It's a large hydrothermal vent near the Cascadia Fault Zone. But haven't heard too much about that lately, but I've studied that before in the past. Big hydrothermal vent. So something like that could be happening, causing the water to disappear and slowly return, like it's an active vent of some sort that's pulling in water and then releasing it back. So I don't know. Is the earth tilting? I don't know. water would be the first thing to tell you if the Earth tilted. That would be the very first thing that would be a true indication, of the Earth tilting. But as far as the Earth even having a tilt, if the Earth is truly round, like they say, and I know there's a big debate out there whether the Earth is flat and the Earth is round. But if the Earth is truly round, how does it have a tilt? Can't be totally round then. And I'm definitely not on the flat train because of eclipses and things like that. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure where this water is going either, guys. But that has been a big change here lately. And that's something that we need to keep an eye out for. So again, I know I say this all the time, but if you guys see water retreating from coastlines, and I want to thank Deshaun, if you're out there, for sending me the pictures from Austin, Texas. Sent me a dry Colorado River in Austin, Texas. And this would be on the east side of Austin, Texas. He sent me those pictures yesterday. Colorado River was probably 90% dry on the east side of Austin, Texas. So, not sure what that's all about. I think that particular situation could be related to Travis Lake. Travis Lake, I backtracked the Colorado River up to Travis Lake. What's up, David Gill Scott? And Travis Lake seems like they are hoarding the Colorado River water. So it's creating low spots in the Colorado River near Austin. And that services over 1 million people. So I'm not sure why they're doing that. It's got something to do with water rights, and it goes back many, many years ago to an agreement that was signed over 80 years ago. I'm talking about the Colorado River in Austin, Texas. The Mississippi River over the New Madrid, that's an entirely different situation there because there's way too many tributaries. Like the Colorado River, it's controlled by Travis Lake, and then it goes down and there's a little dam, I think, on Lady Bird Lake. And then right after Lady Bird Lake, the Colorado River was pretty dry, but Lady Bird Lake was full, so they just weren't releasing water there. But the New Madrid, that's entirely different. And also in Kansas, there's a lake that's dry near Wichita, Kansas, I think. Someone sent me a picture of that a few weeks back. So many water anomalies around the world. Keep your eyes open for them, guys. Many water anomalies. Sorry, guys, I had to refresh the page here. I don't know what happened. This one over here froze. So what I'm going to do, that's how I was keeping up with the chat. But that, okay, it's still good. It's still good. All right, this one is good there. There we go. What's up, Gino? Gino. How's it going, buddy? Ghost Rider. What's up, Ghost Rider? Hey, Barb. Mark. Weather person. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Actually, I like it when the live stream works properly because I enjoy interacting with you guys. I really do. You guys teach me. You guys teach me. But this is what I do. I sit in here and I watch our world. I watch our world. Watching our world change. Gino, Deborah, Wildflower. What's up, Quad Static? I am too. Fracking is going to put the U.S. out in the Gulf of Mexico. That fracking, that's a whole nother thing there. What's up, Matrix? Milky Way Weekly. It's what they do with the. Have you guys ever? I'm sure you guys have, but the water, the brine water that they create when they do fracking, they inject that back into the ground. I think that's a good idea. They need to launch that out into space. Yeah, fracking. It's pretty crazy. And I know fracking's created those earthquakes in Oklahoma. 1.7 million fracking holes in the U.S. alone. Wow. Thank you, Salty Dog. I did not know that. You know one thing I did research, though? I did research frack wells and organic farms in the U.S. I spent an entire afternoon doing that, several hours, and I found multiple frack wells within some cases a 2 or 3 mile radius of organic farms. Because my concern was the highly toxic water that they put back into the ground after or during the fracking process, and that water has to go through the water table in some cases, contaminating the drinking water for people. Come on, man, that's not cool. Some of the water they were dropping off at water treatment facilities. They didn't know what to do with it. And some of that stuff was near organic farms. So I guess what I was getting at, my train of thought was, if this water is going back into the ground or anywhere near organic farms, then chances are that these farms could be, I'm not saying that they were, I was trying to figure out if they could be contaminated with that water. Because I'm on board with you guys there. I don't like that either. Not at all. 1.7 million frack wells in the U.S. Wow, I did not know that. Well, write a note down. 1.7 million. Thank you, you're a salty dog. In U.S. What's up, Gino? Gino Bambino. Lexiquake. Lexiquake, it's going to be a busy summer. Barb S. Ward, New Fire Ministries. Explain what we're looking at. Oh, what you're looking at here on the screen, guys, is a collection of all of the earthquakes on your planet from 2001 through 2015. You're looking at basically a real-time simulation of all of the earthquakes that have taken place on your planet for 14 years straight. And this was put out by the USGS. It's actually really cool. You can see the majority of them are on fault lines. However, every once in a while you'll see some are not. But that is a collection of all of the earthquakes for the last, from 2015 to 2001. So yeah, it's a lot of quakes. You'll see some big orange and red ones pop up every once in a while. Those are 7 and 8 pointers. I think there was a big one there up in the Himalayas. Yeah, the 9.9 or 9.0 quake it's on here. You can barely see it, but it's up in Japan. I've got some help here. I've got somebody sending me messages, guys. I'm trying to use our time wisely. Explain. Okay, I did. Thank you. I got that one. So I'm just trying to get a little help so we can make this production as good as possible. I'm not perfect, but I do like to present it good like I do videos. I try to do videos in an informative and just mainly informative, but appealing. You don't like boring videos. I know I wouldn't want to sit through that, but I want my live streams to be enjoyable. When it starts to buffer and drops offline and the video gets low, that's what I had fixed today. And that's who I talked to, was a man in the internet industry about that net neutrality. What's up, Banta Lee 2002, Lexiquake, Cloudwalker, Amanda B, Thomas. I'm gonna screw this up. Pono. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. What's up, Jerry McCurry? Expanding the process. Was wondering why, they would put the model together of a 14-year pattern. It's a good question. I don't know. It just came out one day. And I was like, oh, that's cool. because I like Earth stuff, you know. So yeah, they just came out with it one day. I have no idea why. I wasn't expecting it, but I saw it and I liked it. What's up, Deborah? Viral videos. Do you have a patron page? I do have a patron page. It is in the I think I have it in the description box. I do have it in the description box below the video. So if you would like to become a patron of Mr. MBB 333 for $1 a month, click on the patron link below in the description box. And I would be greatly, greatly appreciative of such a gesture. But yeah, when this model came out, I was very intrigued by it. And you can see, like here, it's turning now towards the Pacific Ring of Fire. And pretty much all of the earthquakes are on the fault lines, all the way around the old Ring of Fire. And in fact, the majority of the quakes on this animation are from the Ring of Fire. And there you could just see the big 8.9 or 9.0 up in Japan. So it's kind of neat, you know. I liked it. What do you think about the death of the Pacific Ocean? It's very sad. Very sad. I mean, I don't know. What do we do? Those contaminants, they take thousands of years for the Earth to even, you know, the Earth can clean itself. The Earth has been at this a lot longer than we've been here. But those nuclear contaminants are a whole different story, you know. Just like the Great Barrier Reef down around Australia. You know, that it's just super sad. I mean, this is our only planet, you know. We've got to become better stewards of this place, guys. That's all there is to it. Make me run for president here. Okay, Rob, I'll take a look at it, buddy. I will look at it, Rob. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Craig, fracking does cause earthquakes. Whoop. Contaminates drinking water in the ground. In fact, I've had, let's see. Well, you know what? I flew over Oklahoma, my family and I did, a few years back, and I noticed the ground when we flew over Oklahoma from an airplane above. It, in parts of Oklahoma, the ground looked bleached. The soil looked bleached. It just looked different from, you know, like when I'd flown over in, say, 2004 or whatever. In 2009, it looked, I don't know, it looked kind of bleached. It just looked different. But that was just my observation. What's up, Craig? Carol, Brian 73, Deborah Tucker. Gino, you still there, buddy? Gino Bambino, excavating with Hayden. I have some pre-Fukushima tuna, but think it's still good. Pre-Fukushima tuna? Man, that's like 7 years old. Twin Flame Divine Fire. Oh, yeah, you would vote for me? You know what? I appreciate that. I know you would too. You mean that, Alan and Sandra. Twin Flame Divine Fire. But we got to get our little planet straightened out. I think it's great that we're looking for other planets and stuff like that, but we've got a wonderful place here, you know? Wonderful place here, and we need to be better stewards of our planet. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. I believe you. You would vote for me. And I'd be one guy that wouldn't lie to you. No. and I wouldn't be a politician. Viral vids, just there's a description or a link in the description box. Viral videos. Thank you, viral vids. So once again, guys, here's another look at what we've got coming this summer. Beginning right around the third week of July through the first week of August. And then Mercury will take us out of this arrangement. So you can thank a little Mercury for balancing out the power, if you will, come this summer. This is what it's going to look like the last week of July. All of the planets, many of the dwarf planets, including Pluto, will all be sharing the energy on one side of the sun. This will create an energy imbalance, and there will be many big things happen this summer. Pre this arrangement, during this arrangement, and after this arrangement. So, big heads up, because this is a very unique situation. This does not happen very often at all. Dale Dufay, what's the temperature up in Michigan, Dale Dufay? I know it's still cold. I've watched your videos. You be walking around out there in that snow, buddy. Looks cold. Nick Robinson, what's up? Hillary's on the other side of the solar system. You're a salty dog. This reminds me of many updates. I'm going to. This is what I'm going to talk about. +3 in Michigan. Yikes, that's cold. 12 degrees. Yes, I'm going to do an update about it as we get closer. I'll probably do one this week. I will do an update. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, we'll talk about it more this week. And I'll talk about it as we get closer to the summer. But that's what the arrangement looks like. I couldn't get the solids, the solid planets in the image. And on my other software, they wouldn't fit either. So, but they're there, trust me. Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Earth, along with Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, and many of the dwarf planets are all on the 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock side of the sun. Very interesting. Eric Tuck, good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your generosity. Appreciate it. Craig Childers, Mr. Boo Boo, Josh Eastman. -20 in Alberta, Canada. Wow. That's cold. That is very cold. Temperature in Phoenix, I think it was, do I want to say 70 degrees today? You're welcome, Mark. You're very welcome, Mark Perez. Yeah, I think it was around like 70 degrees. But you know what? Towards the end of the week, wait a minute. No, this weekend is supposed to be a high of 60 degrees. I noticed just on the large P hail today. 52 in Gig Harbor. All right. AZ 67. Yeah, I figured it was around 70. 70 in California. Craig sent me a snapshot of the weather from New Jersey, Lacey, New Jersey. And have you guys ever heard of a -9% dew point? -9 dew point. That's what it showed. I'd never seen that before. I mean, it gets dry out here in the desert, but there's still a dew point. 42 in Savannah. Thank you, Teresa. I know, me neither. 10 degrees in Ontario. Nope, I'd never heard of a negative dew point either. Pluto will always be my 9th planet. Mine too. Pluto's definitely a planet. That guy got it all wrong. He said Pluto wasn't a planet before he even saw it. Now that he's seen it, he wishes he hadn't said that. Pluto looks like as much of a planet as Earth does. Albuquerque, South Devon, UK. What's up, seeing you? Thank you, Viral Vids, for being a Patreon. I appreciate that. I need as many patrons as I can get these days. We got some big things coming up, and I got to stay on the ball. So thank you guys for all that you do and all your support. It is sincerely appreciated. More than you know. 11 Celsius in Saudi today. What is that? Let me try to do my conversion. What is that, about 50 degrees or something like that? Thank you, Dale. I need you guys. Nick Robinson, that was Eric Tuck. Gave $100. That was very nice of Eric. And he wanted 75% of that to go to Brandon B, and it will. That was very nice. $15 degrees today. RV service man. Thank you. ISA Peacekeeper, Jason Hand. $32 equals 0. 21. 100 Celsius, 212. Thank you, Craig. So what would 11 Celsius be? I mean, I could look at my phone real quick, but I said 11 Celsius in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, 10 degrees, -4 in Scotland. Ooh, wow, -4 Celsius in Scotland with thick snow. Are you guys getting wind in Scotland, Mandy? I saw that big wind field headed towards Ireland, Scotland, the UK, eventually in Northern Europe. And it is a really, really big wind field. Hey, ISA Peacekeeper. What's up? Okay, 11 Celsius is 51.8. Thank you, Craig. Well, that's what it was in Saudi today. Eureka, NWT -27, wind chill -49. You know, I experienced, wow, that is very, very cold. I've never experienced -27. I experienced -17 one time, actually 2 times, because it was -17 2 nights in a row. And when it gets to conditions like that, one thing people that have never experienced it don't realize that you could potentially lose your water source because your pipes that supply water to your home can freeze. So not only is it cold, but the water to your house could be compromised because the water can freeze solid in the water pipes. So when it gets that cold, like right there, -49, -27, you want to turn on actually both of your faucets, especially your cold and your warm, but I forget which one it was. You wanted to make sure you kept the warm, I think it was the warm side moving. -70 and oh yeah, I saw that today. Craig sent me that, where somebody's, it was the coldest place on Earth. -67 or -70 today. It was unbelievable. But no, your water pipes can freeze at your home when it gets that cold. So when you run out of water, everything stops. I used to live on a little farm. It was a farmhouse. It was out in the country, but I did not have city services of any kind. I had well water. I did have electricity, and I had a wood stove to heat my home. I heated my home one time when it was 17 degrees below zero with no furnace. I used all wood for 2 nights in a row. And then the third day it warmed up to 0 and it felt like a heat wave. That was an incredible run. but I kept my cabinets open in the kitchen where the water was, the water lines, to let heat get into the cabinets to keep the pipes from freezing. So those can be very dangerous conditions, actually. Very dangerous conditions. Crystal, viral vids. Super cooled number 705. Bruce Scott. You remember having an outhouse? I never had an outhouse. Yeah, you want to have both taps trickling. That's right, David C. Wilson. That's very, very good advice. When it gets super cold like that, below zero, even your shower, have it trickle. You want to keep that water moving so it does not freeze motionless in your pipes. That way they don't freeze and break, because then not only do you lose your water, but it turns into a very expensive repair. So it's easily avoidable if you turn the water faucets on to a slow drip during those super cold conditions, and then your water does not have a chance to freeze standing still because it's constantly moving. So how do you donate viral vids? The description box below. Anything is appreciated. Patreon and a PayPal. Always like PayPal. But keep that water moving, you guys that are in these really cold spots. I'm sure you already know that. Rhea up there at minus 20 degrees. How are you taking pictures of the sun at minus 20? That is cold. Cloudwalker. I am too. Nick Robinson. The chemtrails are part of the Georgia Guidestones, depopulation of the world. You know, the chemtrails, that's another entire hour we'll dedicate one time, because I've got so many pictures and video of chemtrails. We'll have an entire show about that, because I remember as a kid, I spent a lot of time outside. Not only as a little child, but in high school, I was involved in sports and outdoor activities. I don't remember seeing long lines in the sky, because I would have noticed them then like I do now. And I didn't notice them then because they weren't there. So maybe more than one faucet trickling, but which one are you supposed to have trickling? I always thought it was the warm. But when it gets that cold, you should have both. Even your shower. Even your shower. Me neither, Teresa. I don't remember straight lines coming out the back of airplanes that lingered in the sky for hours, and in some case all afternoon or all day as a kid. I don't remember that because they were not there. RV serviceman Mike, cold outside. Cold will work. Minus 13. Super cooled. Very cold outside in some places. But the good news is, at least in the south, I think it's supposed to be cold again. Yeah, that jet's way down. I think it's supposed to be cold again tonight. And then start warming back up tomorrow. But be careful on those icy roads, especially when you're going over an overpass. Overpasses always freeze first and are the last to thaw. So always take extra precautions on bridges and overpasses. Chemtrail planes will move with the sun. You're right, Craig. It seems like 95% of the chemtrails are within a very close proximity to the sun. And in some cases entirely blocking out the sun. But I will say, I did see on the GOES 16 instrument yesterday evening on the visible loop, there were chemtrails. Looked like a tic-tac-toe grid in the sky just south and to the east of Houston, Texas. Yesterday evening, right before dark. Dane Wigington. Dane Wigington's a smart guy. He's really into the geoengineering field of study, and he does a great job. You can learn a lot from him. Good guy. Washington State, and 2 weeks ago they're chemtrailing the moon. Really? That's interesting. Chemtrailing the moon. I believe you though. I've seen trails at night, but not specifically in front of the moon. But I have seen it. Yes. Are chemtrails causing to lose magnetic in America? It could be if they're loaded with aluminum. And it could be what's affecting people's thyroids. Aluminum particulates. Study your glands and study particulates. You'll see what I mean. The moon, sun, and south sky line. Correct. Normally in the south. That's true, Josh. Had 2 people say they've seen chemtrail the moon. Leona, too. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what that stuff is, but I just don't think it can be good because it's not natural. You know, it's not of, I don't know, it doesn't act natural. It lingers for hours. It fans out, it gets bigger. In the evening, it's dark. It turns like a dark aluminum color. What's up, Jelly Bean Charlene? Mohammed Al-Anzi, Supercooled 705. Jay Lee saw 4 big chemtrails around the sun the other day. I saw a few the other day. They were real long ones, but they didn't last very long. But they were not a typical contrail. A contrail is water condensation that normally evaporates in 10 to 15 seconds. These things hung around for maybe an hour, but they weren't the ones that lasted a full day. They didn't last that long. You got it, RV service man. You win the prize. If I had one to give away, but that's right. RV service man got it right. The aluminum particulates can clog your pineal glands and not only your pineal glands, your thyroid is a gland, your pituitary is a gland, all of those as well. Intake a little bit of lithium. A little bit of lithium that you can buy at the natural food store. Okay. Just do that. Don't use aluminum deodorants and stuff like that. Turmeric, coumarin. Curcumin helps a lot, says Craig. Mercury. Teresa Robinson would like some wheat. Too much aluminum. Thyroid does affect your whole body, Carol. You are 100% correct. 100. Lithium, too much lithium. You want trace amounts of lithium. You can get it in condensed form. It's called trace minerals, and you only want like a drop. You can also get lithium in a capsule form, and it's a very, very low dose. But it will counter aluminum. Heavy metals in general. It helps. Yeah, strong amounts of lithium. Small amounts. It's in trace particulate. It's in trace minerals. You can get it at the health food stores. Very, very small amounts. Monatomic elements. Baking soda, aluminum-free baking soda, distilled water, those are all great ideas. Especially aluminum-free baking soda. In small doses. Everything in small doses. Sorry about that, guys. Where would you get your blood tested for heavy metals? I think you can request it from your doctor. You have to ask for it, though. Yeah, you have to ask your doctor. You can also have it tested through a hair sample. There are places that can test your hair for the presence of heavy metals in your body through a hair sample. That is true. If you want to know where, send me an email and I'll get you the information. reports@mrmbb333.com. All you got to do is send in a hair sample to this lady, and she'll send you a portfolio of all of the metals that are in your body. And I think she's from the state of Oregon. Well, listen, guys, it's been a pleasure. And I will say it was a much better experience this time because I didn't have you guys waiting for this thing to buffer and reconnect and a low video signal. I'm very grateful that this worked properly this time around. We'll do this again later on in the week. And we'll talk more about the arrangement coming up this summer. And any other topics that you guys would like to discuss. I'm thinking about opening up the Skype and taking in phone calls from you guys. So I think that would be cool. Or maybe next time we can at least get the Skype, get it set up, and I can get you guys on as friends, and then we can take phone calls, because I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So I want to thank you again for stopping by. Josh, Muhammad, Nick, Jason, Smoke and Mirrors, Gino, Gloria, Chinook Valley. I want to thank all of you guys, Craig, everybody, Carol, Peach, Patty, Twin Flame, Divine Fire. Thank you for the kind words. We'll definitely do this again, and I'll send out a quick message over the YouTube Messenger, let you guys know when we're going to do this again. And I appreciate you stopping by. Leona, Rhea, Mark, David, Jerry Mercury, Banty Lee, thank you guys again for stopping by, and we will do this again in a day or two. Thanks for stopping by, and be safe out there, guys.